If you like random, today is your day. The Humble Hex. I have actually used this to belay a leader from before. Years and years ago, I was in Corrie in Scotland. I'd left my belay device in the drying room, the place we were staying. Walked in, got to the crag, didn't have one. I'd seen this tip somewhere. It was before the time of Instagram being massive, but I'm not sure where I saw it. You basically just put the rope through, and I found the gold hex works best for this. We were using 2 ropes, which is why I didn't use an Italian hitch, Munter hitch, same thing. I put it like that onto my harness, and you can see how it works like a belay device, because it's just giving like a Z shape in the rope. I found that if you clipped that back to yourself as well, it stopped the device sliding, down the rope when it wanted to. And it worked. You've got to be really careful of sharp edges, especially in winter. If you're banging your hexes with your ice axes and stuff, sharp edges here are going to trash a rope super quick, maybe even in one fall. So this is okay. Yeah, this is okay, but be really flipping careful with it. When it came to, I don't think I led that day actually from memory. We only did like 1 route, but it doesn't matter anyway. But if it comes to belaying a leader, yes, it worked. It wouldn't be my first choice by any stretch of the imagination, but yeah, it worked. For belaying a second, even on 2 ropes, I just use one chunky Italian hitch, Munter hitch scenario. That would work better for me. But people send me stuff on Instagram and that occasionally, and someone sent me this tip, right? When I say tip, something they'd seen on Instagram. I used the gold hex for it again because, well, it worked for me in real life once upon a time. Where's a spare carabiner? There it is, that one. In the tip, the person clips that into the master point, and then they clip the hex back to something. Let's go up here. This is just to stop the hex like disappearing down the rope, so that kind of makes sense. I haven't bothered doing it up. You could if you wanted to. You could, I might spin that round. You could belay like this kind of. You could take in, you could lock back, repeat, repeat, repeat. Kind of like just with a normal belay device really. I'd obviously be clipped in myself, something like this anyway. That works, doesn't it? When your mate falls off, there you go, it does its thing. It introduces a Z shape to the rope and grips, and it's probably pretty, it works well. There's like lots of grip there. To be clear, I would still much rather use a belay device. In second place, Italian or Munter hitch for sure. If I had this set up, then this is kind of guide mode territory, isn't it? Because it's a direct belay. In the tip though, what they did was put the brake strand up to there. Do that up. It's on the shelf. This kind of had me a bit confused, and this is literally the first time of trying this. What I think will happen is, in my mind, it will kind of butt up to there, and I think the rope will slide through. I think it will, but then when my climber falls off, I think there's going to be some slight weirdness happening. So as I pull in on the brake strand, the hex just hits into that carabiner and goes through. Or the rope goes through the hex. That's what I expect to do. But when the climber falls off, I either hold it here, which maybe I can, but the rope is going through there. I'm kind of holding it on that carabiner at the moment because this is only doing work once all this goes tight. So as the climber falls off, yeah, it does kind of work, but it does shock the whole system as well. Is that a problem? I don't know. It is working. Just doing it a few times just to like satisfy myself. It is doing what it should do, isn't it? Just going to spin that around to see if the narrow end makes any difference. It would be the same thing. Maybe you get more friction, less friction. I'm not sure which really. You can see it hooked up on the barrel, so maybe there is something to be said for being careful as to which way round it goes. Let me know what you think in the comments. I can't think of a situation when I would choose that over an Italian hitch, even on 2 ropes. If you had 2 ropes in there, I'm talking about using half ropes, double ropes there, you can take in a bit more on one than the other. Whereas with a Munter hitch or an Italian hitch, they all jams up together, doesn't it? So you're kind of almost treating them as one rope. Yeah, interesting. I just want to hear your comments. What do you think about it? Have you ever done it? What would be your plan B if you did drop your belay device? Let me know in the comments below.